Hello Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where a creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today we're going to be working with the All About Autumn suite of products. Let me show you on page 42 and 43. All About Autumn suite. We're working with all the products except for the embellishments, because for some reason I did not get those, but I have everything else, and we're going to be using all of the elements to this suite. Okay, so we have the distressed tile 3D embossing folder, the oxidized copper specialty designer series paper. This comes 12 by 12. I cut mine down to 4 by 6. The autumn leaves bundle, which includes the stamp set and the dies, as well as the All About Autumn 6x6 designer series paper and the copper and natural ribbon combo pack. Okay, so those are the items we're going to be using, some of them. And of course, before we start our project, we have to go over the buzzworthy business of the day. So we have our paper pumpkin kit, warm wishes for November. You have until November 10th to subscribe to get this particular paper pumpkin kit that does coordinate with October's paper pumpkin kit. This kit is going to have 8 boxes that you can make, that going to have some food safe bags that you can put inside. Mossy Meadow is the stamping spot for this kit, and there's an add-on available of 20 card bases with coordinating envelopes. The price is $14, and the item number for that is 163985. And again, you do have to be a paper pumpkin subscriber to get the add-on. Next, we have our Join promotion, which is the starter kit special. To celebrate Stampin' Up's 35-year anniversary, they're giving you 35% off the cost of the starter kit, or 35% more product in your starter kit. So you can essentially pay $64.35 and get $125 worth of product, or you can pay $99 for your kit and get $168.75 worth of product in your kit, as well as a value that is $77 in registration to the virtual on-stage event that happens on November 11th, which is a very good deal. Okay, so if you want to join Stampin' Up, become a member of Honeybee's Stampin' Hive, or if you're just going to spend at least $65, this is the deal for you, because you don't have to sell anything. You can join just to get the discount. Okay, this is the October host code. This is the code I want you to use whenever you're placing an order with me. Unless your order is $150 or more, don't use this host code, because you'll qualify for Stampin' Rewards, and Stampin' Rewards equals free products from Stampin' Up. You're right. We don't want you to miss out on any of your free perks. Okay, so now we're going to get started on this video, because it's going to be kind of long. I'm making 3 cards, and I have a show and tell. So let's start with the show and tell. So I have used the what is it called, Beautiful Balloon and Bright and Beautiful Balloon stamp set is the stamps and dies, but I didn't use that. I used the Beautiful Balloon, the Bright and Beautiful Memories and More card pack. Oh my gosh, that was hard to get out. So I took a couple of cards and just mounted them on black cardstock, and then used a thick basic white card base to make some quick and easy birthday cards or celebration cards. This one, I used a decorative circle punch to punch out the middle of this and put another card behind it. Then on this one, I used a stitched, what are these called? Stylish Shapes dies. This circle that was stitched, and put another card behind that layer. And they're very simple, quick and easy cards to make. The Memories and More card packs are very good. This is the Bright and Beautiful Memories and More card pack. It does come with stickers, 4x3 and 4x6 cards that you can use for your scrapbooking or card making, whichever one you like to do. And I want to point out, this happy birthday was a 4x6, and I cut it down. Okay, so that's those set of cards. So let's move on to the next ones. And I'll have a picture of all of these on my blog at honeybeestampinhive.com for you to view. Here's one that's using the All About Autumn suite, the one that we're going to be using today. It's just a simple little fun fold there. This cardstock is retired. It's a confetti cream. I had some more. I had confetti white before, and then I found a pack of confetti cream, so I made more cards to use up this retired cardstock. So here's another one using the suite of products we're going to be using today. I die cut these leaves with the confetti cream using the dies in the suite, and then I use my blending brushes to color it. This, let me see, where did I get this from? You Are My Sunshine. I hope you know, not hope, I hope you know, but hope you know stamp set for this sentiment. And these sentiments are from the Go-To Greetings. So I just used the sheets out of this designer series paper. I think I used each sheet to make these cards. Okay. Aren't those cute? I love it. Oh, there's one sheet missing, and I think that's the one we're gonna be using today. Okay, so that's that set. And then I made some more using this suite of products, still with the All About Autumn Designer Series paper. But this card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, except for it only opens here. Because these pieces I had left, I think it was 8 1/2 by 3. I'm not sure. The strips, they were just, I don't know what I was cutting, but this is what I had left. I just scored it in half and made a card front. So this is still from the Go-To Greetings. And again, I tried to use all of the papers in the card pack. Okay, they're sticking together. So we have these. I really like the books. And then we have this one. Okay, aren't those cute? Okay, and again, these are all going to be shown on my blog at honeybeestampinhive.com, which is where you can find the host code and all the goings on with the world of Stampin' Up. Okay, so we're going to start off by taking some very vanilla. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and we're gonna do some embossing. So let's get our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. We have our plates here, 1 and 4. Oh, come on. And then we're gonna get our embossing folder, the 3D distressed tile embossing folder. I should have had that ready to go. So let's see, we're gonna just put this in here and run it through, and our embossing will be done. Okay, so we have this piece, and I am working with a one sheet wonder I created from a 6 by 6. So since this designer series paper is 6 by 6, that's what I used. So this is some copper clay that is 5 1/2 by 4 1/2, scored at 4 1/4, and I just burnished that with our bone folder. And we are going to not glue this down yet. I need to go ahead and glue down some other pieces. So I have the designer series paper here that is 1 3/4 by 6. Of course, we're going to cut it down. Then I have some 1/4 inch strips of the oxidized copper. And we're going to put these strips like this. Instead of layering it and covering up all that copper, I just put the little pieces like that. Do I want... How do I want this? So... Let's... Oh. Okay. Changing my ideas. So we're going to put some glue. I need my silicone mat, because this is going to get over. I already know. We're going to go over. This glue is not coming out. Let me get a new one. Because it's not coming out like I wanted. I'm putting the glue on here because our paper is a little longer and I don't want to get glue everywhere, but I think I'm going to do it like this. I know these trees are up and down, but you can't really tell because they're so close up on it. So let's put some glue on either side of this designer series paper. Come on. I don't want to squeeze too hard because I don't want too much glue to come out. But we're going to just, I guess I can put it on here. Just try to stay in the middle. And oh my gosh, that's too much. Way too much. Okay. So let's put this. That's too much. I got to get some of this glue off. Okay. So let's put this on this side of this designer series paper. Ooh. I did work ahead on some of the things so that it won't take too long since we're making 3 cards. Although it's still probably going to take long. Longer than most of my videos have been recently. Okay, so we have that done. So we're going to let that chill out for a second. Let's see, we need to do the inside of our card. I am going to do some stamping on this. We're going to be using, what are we going to be using for the inside of this? What color? We are going to be doing this in copper clay because that is the cardstock we have. Oh my gosh, I had a brain freeze there. So I have the little leaves here. And we're going to stamp off. And then put them there. Then I have the little veins that go inside. And we're going to ink those up in copper clay. And then we're just going to place those just like that. And that is our inside decorated. Okay. So now that this had a little bit of time to dry, let's go ahead and get some scissors and trim this up. Okay. So now we have that. Do we want it this way or this way? I like it this way. Okay. And we're going to put this on our card base. So let's get our glue back again. And we're going to be very generous, although you still don't want to squeeze out a brand new glue really hard, Shauna. Just be generous with it because we have an embossed piece here. And we want to make sure all the bits stick down to the base. So we're going to put this here. Like so. We can go ahead and put this on the inside. Oh my, I was supposed to stamp. I want to stamp before I put this in. I forgot. We need to stamp a sentiment on here. We're going to be stamping I am thankful in the copper clay. I just want to get that on there. I wanted to stamp before I glued it in there just in case I messed it up. I knew, so I kept looking at it and I'm like, something is missing here. So we're just going to put that on the inside, move this again before we make a mess. And then I went ahead of time and stamped our sentiment for the front of the card and die cut it out because it's so tiny. And I didn't want to be struggling on camera to stamp and cut out this tiny little sentiment piece. But it says, for all you do. Then on the inside, I am thankful. We're just going to put this right here like that and call that done. Isn't that cute? Just a very simple card, but it's kind of elegant with the oxidized copper. Okay, let's put on some bling. So I have here the neutral adhesive-backed sequins. They come in copper, silver, brown, and gold. We're going to get our take or pick tool and use some of the gold, I think. Or do I want the copper? Since we're using copper clay, yes, I think I'm going to use the copper. So I'm going to put one on each side of this sentiment to make sure that you can see the sentiment because it's tone on tone. Then we can put a bigger one up here. Let's try to find a smooth spot on that embossing folder layer. And there we have it. That card is done. So let's move on to the next one and we'll recap at the end. So this one is using some Cajun Craze card base, and we're going to burnish this. It's the same measurements, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We have a piece of Very Vanilla that's 4 by 5 1/4. And we have a 3 by 4 1/4 of the designer series paper, and we're going to layer that on some more of the Cajun Craze, which is 3 1/8 by 4 3/8. I have to think about what's 1/8 more than 4 1/4. We're just going to layer these together. This is some pretty designer series paper. I'm loving it. And then we're going to take this and we're going to glue this down to the Very Vanilla. Right in the center. Let's see. Well, it doesn't matter just yet which one is top or bottom. We're going to put that down just like that. Ooh, that's a lot of glue. And I've gone ahead and stamped the inside of this one already. So let's go ahead and put our inside in our card base. And there's no stamping on the inside of this one. Okay, then we're going to take a piece of Very Vanilla that I already die cut using the dies, get our Cajun Craze, and on this one we're going to stamp with a grateful heart. I'm going to make sure we try to get that straight as we can. Okay, let's move that to the side so that we can now glue this onto our card base. Come on, glue. Did I grab the empty one? I think I did. Oh, goodness gracious. So let's just put this centered on our card base here. Just like this. Just like these. And then we are going to take some of the ribbon and we're going to set this on here. Let me see. I need some tearing tape. We're going to, ooh, come on. Ooh, man, is one side shinier than the other? I don't know. We're going to just put some tearing tape on this to adhere it to our card front. Okay, so I want it about here. And we'll get our sentiment. And where are my dimensionals? Let's get some dimensionals and pop this up. Gonna pop this up on some dimensionales. Probably 2 more. You guys know I like dimensionals. So we're just gonna pop this up and layer it right over our ribbon here. And then I have some little leaves that I die cut out of the oxidized copper, and we want to put those about right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let me get the full glue. Let me move that out of the way. And we're gonna put these right here. Try to just dab a little bit of glue, Shauna, just a little. Again, let's check our measurement here. This is just gonna add that little bit of sparkle to this card. Okay, let's get these backings off. And pop up our sentiment about right there, like that. And then we can add our bling to this card. And for this one, I think I will use the gold. Gotta close my glue up. Where's my take your pick tool? Let's use some gold. Let's put one there, one on my finger. How about let's put that one? If we put that one there, let's put this one here. And I'll put a big one right here because I think I like that idea of that going there. So that's our second card done. Okay, I'm gonna show you all the cards again at the end. Now our third and final card. Wait a minute. Yeah, third and final card. For some reason, I thought I didn't do a card that I wanted to do. So this one has a card base of Mossy Meadow. It's the same 5.5 by 8.5 squared at 4 1/4. We're gonna get our inside and stamp on this. Let me get my scrap paper. So on this one, we are going to use the big leaf. And this card is going to be landscape. So we're going to get this big leaf and get our Mossy Meadow ink. Actually, I want to start with the veins this time. So we're going to ink this up. I'm just going to put that right there. Ooh, my pad is lighter in certain spots. And we're going to ink up the leaf. Stamp that off. Then come over here and just set this stamp over it like that. I could have lined that up a little better, but that's okay. We're going to work with it. Let's go ahead and glue this to the inside of our card base. There we go. Now for the front of the card. So on this card, we have, oh my gosh, you guys, I just used that was supposed to be the outside of the card. This is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 by 4. This is the inside, which is 3.5 by 4 3/4. So I'll be right back. I need to go cut another piece of Very Vanilla. Okay, so I have my Very Vanilla here, and I have another piece of Mossy Meadow. This one is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So our designer series paper is 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. Then we have one that is 3/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so we're gonna glue this down. Can't believe I used that piece of paper on the inside of the card that was supposed to be on the outside. I'm trying to rush because I don't want this video to be too long. Let's see. So we're going to just line this up evenly on the top and the sides. And then we're going to take this one and turn it over and glue the opposite side so that we can get some of this pretty foiled pattern in this specialty paper. Okay, so we're gonna have it like that. And then we're gonna glue this down to the Very Vanilla for the outside of the card, Shauna, not the inside. Okay, so we have that. Then we're going to take this and glue it to the card base. You're going to have plenty of room to write on this card. Oh, goodness. Okay, and I've gone ahead and stamped our sentiment. And the Mossy Meadow is autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. And I adhered some of the ribbon from the combo pack on the back of there just to hang off at the bottom. And we are going to what are we going to do? Are we popping this one up? Yes, we are. I think we should. So let's go ahead. I just adhered that ribbon down with some tear and tape. You guys know I love to use my tear and tape to adhere my ribbon. And we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. Let me cut one more little piece. I don't know why I love using so many dimensionals. I just don't want it to sag anywhere. Okay. Then we're going to add this onto our card on the left-hand side. But I want to make sure, because I want this to be able to go on here. Should I do it like that? No, I want the tail, the little stem to show. So we're going to put it about right here. Try to make it straight. Straight as Shana can be, and we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of our leaf. This way. And this way. Because I think the rest of it is going to be, yeah, okay. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on this part of the leaf. Come on, glue. Trying not to use too much. And the stem. Okay. Probably should have took these backs off before I put the liquid glue on. And we're going to have it on here just like that. Just like that. Now what is left are bling. And what color bling do we want for this one? I think I'm going to use the brown. I have to do something with the silver. I've been using all the rest of them, but haven't gotten around to using that silver. So let's get two of these smaller ones. Let's put one there. And one about right there. Okay, you guys, that is it. Those are the cards for today's video. Again, the show and tell portion will be shown on my blog at Honeybee Stampin' Hive. So that's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I would like to thank you for buzzing by the hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.